Hi.
Hi.
I'm Grace. And this is Rebecca.
Hello.
And today we have
Sort of.
made up our own YouTube Newbie Tag. We've taken some from the BookTube Newbie Tag and some we've done ourselves. And we're just, we're totally creative. And we're going to introduce ourselves to you today. That scared me. It's fine. It's fine. Right, okay. So here goes. How long have we been friends for?
We haven't been. We're not friends.
We're not friends. Don't like each other.
You're not my best friend.
No.
No.
Don't go and leave then. Bye.
Bye.
We've been friends for 8
years.
8 years?
Yeah.
8?
Since year 9. Year
yes,
9?
Year 9.
13 years old. There we go.
We were 13?
It was in the beginning.
But with my weird emo hair.
With your weird emo hair.
We don't talk about that. Okay, so question...
And my resting bitch face.
Question 2. What are the highlights of our friendship?
Why do I want to say there aren't any? There are loads.
How dare you?
There are plenty.
There are loads of highlights.
There are loads of highlights. We've had a lot of fun times.
8 years.
Right. What are your highlights?
What are my highlights?
What
I have
are
to
your
check what my highlights are.
You should know this.
Actually, no, my highlight is the fact that you hated me when we first met. There was a mutual friend who I had fallen out with. I went to...
And she... Right, let me just tell you.
I went to middle school with her. And we were like best friends.
And then you had an argument.
And we had an argument in like the second week of high school.
High school, yeah.
So she went to you.
What happened to us? Okay, I need to explain it.
You explain.
Basically, she came to our friendship group, and I was off with her as well to begin with.
But I wasn't part of this friendship group.
No, you weren't part of that friendship group at this point. It was my own friendship group for middle school.
Yeah.
And she approached us because she had a class with one of my other friends, and she joined us and told us that the reason she was there is because she's fallen out with her best friend, who she went to middle school with, that would be you, and she told us everything that happened, so I naturally, like, the stuff she was telling us made you sound like not a very nice person. This has taught me, clearly, is that I shouldn't let others make my judgments for me.
Well done!
There we go.
Personal growth!
Thank you. So, then you approached us, you kind of just bulldozed into... I'm sure you did it much more gracefully than that, but the way I remember it is just one day you were there, you like crash landed into my friendship group. And like, I think you and maybe you'd made up with her at this point, I don't know, but I found out that you were that particular girl that she'd fallen out with.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, she doesn't sound very nice, and I'm not sure I want to be friends with someone who could behave that way. And then...
I definitely got the death glare for like 2 or 3 lunches in a row.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I was mean.
And then, no, I remember what happened. You were telling a story or something.
Yeah.
And nobody else was listening to you.
Yes!
And then I was like listening and I was like, yeah, go on. And then we kind of just...
And then we just bonded because I always felt like nobody was listening to me.
And I was listening. And I'm sure it was a very interesting story.
That's really lovely though. How does that reflect our friendship though? That... Well, you're just sat there talking and no one else is paying any attention, but I paid attention.
We had the joint leg shake when we were eating lunch.
I'd sit there and both legs would be shaking. My lunchbox would be like rattling on my knees. Anyhow,
that was mine.
That was your highlight. My personal favourite, for there are many, the random man thing.
The random man thing.
Basically, I feel like again this embodies everything that's strange about us. We were watching Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah, we bonded over Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah, I got you into that.
Yes, you did. You got me into every
American
TV show.
I did. I was hooked. We bonded over Pretty Little Liars, and
it was next to the window.
It was next to the window, in my living room, and I, out of the corner of my eye, saw a man approaching the front door, and panicked, and threw myself to the floor. Screamed, "Random man, duck!" And instead of like most of my other friends would have looked at me like I was I was absolutely mad, and just been like, "What are you doing?" But you did that afterwards, but not before you'd thrown yourself onto the floor with me. And I think that was the moment I knew. I was like, she's a good egg. I like this one. She can stay. She's just as mad as I am.
Anyway, yeah. We have a lot of
But we've got a lot of like highlights. I think.
Yeah, we have a lot of funny stories.
Yeah.
Question 3 is, why did we start this channel? What did we write?
You put that you want to be part of the community.
Oh yeah, part of the YouTube community.
Because
the lovely YouTube.
We're awkward
community.
In person.
So this
I'm
way
better
we don't
online.
have to socialise.
I am loads better over text, over like email.
When you reply.
When I reply. There is that.
No, apart from the fact that we can't get employed and we had nothing better to do this summer, it's a good creative outlet.
Yeah.
We
want to just give back with our humour and our talent.
What talent? I don't know.
Okay,
moving on.
swiftly.
Question 4.
Yeah.
What are some things you can bring to YouTube? Are awkward, weird,
Authenticity.
relatable authenticity.
I'm going to be really pretentious.
Yeah.
Say authenticity because
Authenticity.
we're real people. We're very strange.
Bring ourselves.
We don't put on any airs and graces.
I'm Grace. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah. Let's get away from that one.
5. What are you most excited for on this channel? To be creative.
I like being creative.
To have a way of expressing ourselves.
Yes, because I'm not good expressing myself like verbally in person. I'm terrible. You know I'm terrible,
Yes,
right?
not the best.
Thank you. I'll accept that because it's true.
Yeah.
I am, however, pretty good at expressing things through words on paper.
Or
which is very different
to a camera
where I can pretend that
you can
one's watching me.
Just speak.
It's just me, myself and I. I'm really good talking to myself.
Just to speak what your brain is saying.
I have some really good conversations with myself.
6! Right, because we bonded over books as well as many other things,
Yes.
this one is...
Because we used to have competitions. Do you remember we used to have competitions about who was more of a bookworm than each other?
Yeah, I think I
I own more books. No, I do. I've read more books. Have you?
Don't know.
Who knows?
Probably not
You
really.
did not win. We called it a draw.
I think it is a
We're
draw.
not coming back to
Anyway,
that.
okay, sorry. Okay, so, question 6 is about books. Why do you love reading?
Why do I love reading?
Why do you love reading?
I love reading because there is no greater feeling than getting lost in a book when everything else is a little bit chaotic and you can just sort of settle down with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. It's the best method of escapism. You can just settle down with your coffee and a good book. Book therapy, absolutely.
Therapy.
More people should recommend book therapy. Plus, I love words. I love using words. And I really, really like that you can read a book and you can feel all of these things that you didn't know you could feel. And like, it can just...
It's just amazing.
You don't expect it, but it can completely transport you. Why do you love reading?
I love reading because you can totally escape whatever the flippity flop is going on in your life.
Nice.
And you can just immerse yourself in this completely other world, be a completely different person, and just
Great.
Just be there, and then you have to come back to reality. And that's really
At
sad.
some point, yeah. Unless you're a writer, because then you spend all day up in here.
Yeah, but you still then have to come back to reality when you have to do like taxes and
yeah.
7. What book series got you into reading? Now you have a great answer for this.
I have a great answer. Well, I have asked my mother.
Your mother said anything?
My mother, to begin with, said that she didn't know, which great parenting, and then said that I would read anything as a child. However, if she truly knew me, she would know.
My mum doesn't know me.
My mum doesn't know me at all. No, she does. If my mother knew me better, she would know that it was actually the Fairy Magic?
Fairy Magic?
Oh my god, as if I don't even know. The Rainbow Magic series.
It's the Rainbow Magic series. I've lost where we are.
Yeah.
Rainbow Magic
It was
series.
actually the Rainbow Magic series by Daisy Meadows, specifically Goldie the Sunshine Fairy. Daisy Meadows.
Is that a pen name?
I don't know. I'm
because
not sure.
if that's not a pen name,
I loved it at that point.
perfect.
I loved it at that point. Yeah, specifically Goldie the Sunshine Fairy, and I used to like. I read it, and then obviously because I was obsessed with fairies and stuff anyway, I'd be like, I'm sorry, I can't talk to you right now. I'm too busy worrying about what's going on in Queen Tatiana's kingdom. Like, now is not the time. And I loved it. Or Crystal Snow Fairy or something like that. I think her name was Crystal Snow Fairy.
What got me into reading? This is totally cliche, but it's completely true. I'm pretty certain what actually got me into reading was Harry Potter. However, I did read like other books.
You read stuff before.
Yeah, because but I wasn't really interested. It was kind of just like a
nice little
I can
hobby.
read, I will. But then, so for them it was like Jacqueline Wilson, like
yes.
the Illustrated
I'd
Mum,
forgotten about Jacqueline Wilson.
Candy Floss. I loved Candy
No,
Floss.
it was the twins. It was the one about the twins. One of them was called Garnet or Scarlet. Something with red, or maybe she was called Ruby.
Anyway, but when I actually started reading was Harry Potter because Mum read like the first few to me because I guess I was like too young to read it or something. But then like I carried on and
then
we won't talk about that shelf.
We won't talk about that shelf at all.
8. Who is and what question would you ask your idol?
Oh, I'd forgotten about the question. What did I ask?
I didn't answer.
Who's your idol?
Who's my idol?
Have you got a few?
Myself. No, my idol is either a fictional one like Captain Marvel, or like just like this really boss ass amazing queen, or in reality who I'm actually most like, Miranda Hart.
Yes.
Because I am Miranda Hart.
You are the embodiment of everything that she represents.
Apart from the fact that I'm short.
Except you're short, yeah. I could bring the height. I've got a little bit of height.
You be the height, I'll be the...
I've got the height.
It's
fine.
It's fine.
And I'm just as weird.
Yeah, we're both very
I think
weird
you've...
and...
I've got like the way she says things.
Yeah,
I've got that. I do that, and I don't know whether that's because I'm naturally like that or because I've seen it so much. I've seen the sitcom so much.
I think
that I've adopted those sorts of traits.
I think you've just.
Whereas you're just naturally very bizarre, in the best way possible. You have her level of kind of just totally random childishness.
Cool.
In a lovely way.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so I'd ask.
What would you ask?
How do I become you? I don't really know. Just
this is a
I'd probably just have like a dinner with her and just learn all the wisdom.
I'd ask her about her life story.
Yeah. I mean, I have read the book, but
yeah, but still.
Anyway, who's your idol?
Who's my idol? You know who my idol is. My idol is Taylor Swift, which is controversial because loads of people don't like her and I don't understand why. I've been listening to Taylor Swift for 11 years, we worked out, didn't we? Because I can remember being 10 years old, as we sussed, being 10 years old and watching the Love Story music video on my TV. And just, I mean, it was great, it was wonderful, it was just big poofy dresses. It was a fairy tale, and as we have worked out,
like
I loved a fairy tale. Plus, it was when I learnt about it later, it was just her way of giving Romeo and Juliet a really happy ending, which I love.
That's cute.
It's really cute.
I like that.
And then a couple of months later, or weeks, however long it took, You Belong With Me came out, and I fell in love with that. And then just, it's gone from there, so, yep. But yeah, I don't know, I don't have a specific question that I would ask her. Maybe I'm really interested about her writing process, because obviously she writes a lot of her own stuff. In fact, I don't think there's a song that has been, like, she collaborates with a lot of people, but I don't think that she's ever not been involved in the writing of one of her songs. And I would be really interested to know the process that she goes through, and how, like, it's like poetry, and she has written poetry, so I'd be really interesting to know.
You'd be really interesting.
I'd be really interesting.
There we go. Really interesting.
Your mum did that yesterday.
She did.
Yeah. Anyway, I would be very interested to know about that.
Number 9. We're nearly at the end.
Yeah.
What challenges do you think will be hardest to overcome with this YouTube channel? Hate comments. We're both very sensitive.
My main concern is people that do know us finding it, and then, because I've got a lot of pride, not much dignity, but I think that I've got a lot of dignity, that I've got a lot of dignity to lose.
Right.
So I get worried that people that I know will find it and go, oh, there she is, being weird. Where is that coming from?
It's my dog.
Oh.
Oh. Trevor? Yes, my dog's called Trevor. So people finding it and hate comments and just people not being nice.
People not being nice to us.
We're lovely people. We've realised we're weird.
I mean, the thing is, I realise that I can come across as quite mean, but I don't mean any of it. That's the point.
Yeah.
That's how I show my affection.
I don't think you're mean.
But that's how I show my affection, is I say things like, we've never been friends. We're not friends.
We're not friends.
When really what I mean is, we are friends. I'm just not good at being nice.
Just be nice to us and we'll
be nice back.
Try. Well, she'll try. I will be nice back.
I will.
10. What is our channel about? We probably should have answered this first.
We probably should, but you know, this is,
That's
again,
fine.
this represents us, doesn't it? The fact that we're so...
Our channel is about us, our friendship, our lifestyle, our weird moments.
Weird moments, yeah.
It's just to document whatever the hell we want.
Yeah. And I think that our channel, and just generally everything in our lives, is like the equivalent of the junk drawer that you keep in your house, that everyone has in their house, and if you say that you don't, you're lying. Because in sync, I am one of the... Would you not agree? I'm one of the most tidiest people.
She's very tidy.
Very tidy. Obsessively tidy. And I have a junk drawer. So if you don't, I commend that.
If you don't, can you get one?
I do think you're lying if you don't, but if you really, really don't, then I do commend that.
You're proud. Well done.
Wow, that is incredible.
Sorry if the angle and the lighting and all that's changed. The camera died and it was a...
We had a lunch break.
We had a lunch break because food's very important. Eat your food.
All of it.
Otherwise you don't get pudding. Okay, anyway, so that was the YouTube newbie get to know us weird thing.
Eloquent, well done.
Thank you, I try. So yes, there we have it. That was the YouTube, booktube, newbie, get to know us, hi.
That's
tag
the one
thing.
Yeah.
So there we go, that is us. We are perpetually average.
Yep, we are.
And that's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know about us.
Our blog is linked down below. We also have an Instagram account, so go follow that if you'd like to. Subscribe, please.
The blog is slightly less messy.
Please. Yes, the blog is a lot
The blog is very... quite well put together.
I'd say so.
I'd say so.
So yeah, there we go. Thank you very much.
Forte.
Subscribe, like, do all those things that you probably all know how to do. And that is us.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
We'll find out your
Bye.
mum then. Oh, don't.
Welcome to our channel. We are perpetually average.
Yeah. Yes. We are, aren't we?
Wait.
Sorry, I completely blanked what we were then. Average.
We need to start that again.
Then we need to do
that again.
Oh, I can't, no, because I can't decide.
Should I check it's still recording?
Because that gives me time, because I can't decide, because is it... I really, really like the random man thing.
Oh, the random man thing.
Can I do the random man thing?
You can do the random man thing.
We sat there watching it on my desktop computer, because at this point, my family was still living in, like, the past. When they invented computers in like, the 80s.
It was a nice computer. It wasn't one of the bulky ones.
Oh, had we got the new computer?
You had the new computer.
Okay, let's not discuss my family computer.
Okay,
well, I think they're funny. Other people might not.
Yeah, they're just all
They're really weird.
Question 3! That's 6. 3!
That's
6.
Because we haven't got anything else to do.
We can't get employed. Hashtag we love a degree.
Because we're less desirable now that we have a degree than before we were unqualified.
What is that? Oh, sorry. Question 4.
It's so weird.
I've lost the plot.
You've lost it completely.
Anyway, right, sorry. What are you most excited for about this channel, on this channel, with this
I think
channel?
the dog's blown off.
Yeah, as he stinks.
It's really bad. Carry on.
I love reading.
Bye.
Bye. I don't know what that last bit was.
That was beautiful.